Hi.
Hello.
All right. If you could tell the class your name
My name is Daniel.
and how long have you been living here in Virginia Beach?
Virginia Beach. I've been here for about 11 years.
Oh, wow. Okay. Let's start with the questions.
Okay.
And let's see. For instance, we want to know who holds the most status in your family.
Usually it's the father.
The father?
Yeah. Usually he's the one that has authority over most of the things that's going on in the house.
Okay. And how about mom?
I mean, mom is like second in command. If something goes wrong, turns to mom, and then mom, handles it.
Okay. But basically it's the dad. Okay. All right. How do you define family?
Well, family is something, that, like, it's togetherness with one another, and I don't know, family is just family to me.
Oh, okay. Would you say family is like a mom and dad and kids,
Yeah.
or would you say?
A family is something you go home to every day.
Okay.
This is the people that you love and care about.
Okay.
Regardless whether it's a mom or a dad, whoever you go home to, that's family.
Okay. Culturally, what is the most important meal of the day in your culture?
In our culture, it's usually breakfast is really big.
Oh, okay.
Breakfast is heavy, and also lunch, and then dinner is kind of like not so much.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay. Do you eat foods that are indigenous to your culture?
Indigenous?
To your culture.
Not really. We don't. Like, everything, like we eat everything. We don't really care
Okay.
what we eat. Except for Mexican food, of course.
Okay.
Like, we don't like Spanish food.
No? Oh, wow.
Foods. Like tacos and stuff like that.
No?
I'm not really interested in that kind of stuff.
Is it because it's too spicy?
I'm not sure.
You're not
I mean,
sure?
Some people, they say it tastes like musty armpit, so I was like,
Okay, so
this
you.
is my flavor too. That I think that's what it tastes like.
So in your culture, do you just stick with your cooking style, or do you venture and
Yeah,
try?
we venture out, but we don't venture out to the Hispanic side of the.
Okay, so what would you venture out to?
Probably like Japanese, Korean foods, Chinese.
So you don't eat like steak, like Texas Roadhouse,
We do.
or
We eat American food.
American
Yeah.
style? Okay, all right. How do you think food and eating tie into cultural adhesiveness or cultural identity? I would say. How do they combine in your culture?
Can you repeat the question?
It's like, how do you think food and eating tie into your culture identity?
Well, the food usually ties into our culture because it represents like what we cook and then what we eat and then how the food became like that. What influenced our food. It's mainly Spanish. The Spaniards, when they colonized our country, they influenced most of our food, the way we speak, the way we talk, the way we live our life. So.
Would like all your cooking methods and in your culture? So you would say that they originated from
Spain.
Spain, Spaniard style of cooking. Okay.
Spaniard and also Japanese.
Okay.
We were also taken over by the Japanese for quite a while.
Oh, okay.
So mix those two is really good combination.
Okay. How does religion fit into your cultural lifestyle?
Religion, the biggest religion in the Philippines right now is Catholic
Okay.
religion. Christianity is also big. Some parts are also Islam. The main religion that impacts me is Christianity. I grew up being in church.
So do you practice Catholicism?
No, I don't.
No, you don't.
Just
So okay, is that like do you have a specific religion?
non-denominational.
Oh, non-denominational. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'll write this down. All right. How does religion fit into your cultural lifestyle? Like, are you really?
I mean, I go to church probably like every week.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay. Every week?
At least Fridays.
Okay. Okay.
The lifestyle, I try to make it a lifestyle, but it's most likely it's not a lifestyle at the same time. It's more like a religious perspective on things. I take it in and like daily application.
Okay.
Try to live that life.
Okay. How important is religion in your family?
It's really important. They encourage us to go to church every Sunday. It's not just mom and dad, like also aunties, uncles, friends, family. They're really influential to going to church.
Do you all go together at the same time, or no?
I mean, it doesn't have to be at the same time.
Okay.
All of us go on Sunday.
Okay. All right. Now, if your religion is important in your family, do you plan to pass this on to your children? You do?
I plan to pass it down to my children.
Okay.
It's been in the family for so long, why stop it with me?
Now, would you select like a future partner? Would you select someone that shares your views and your traditions? Because that's kind of.
I already have someone to share my views with, and she has
the same
values.
Okay, so that is important because would you be with somebody that wouldn't share?
Yes.
You would?
Yes.
Oh wow! A lot of people, they want to be with the same person that shares the same values. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter if they don't share it with you. It's all about the personality for me. But really, to me, whoever you meet, down the road, and whoever you choose to marry, if you don't have the same values, you're gonna have something in common.
Right.
Sometimes opposite attracts. See what I'm saying?
How about when you guys decide to have children? How's that gonna work?
I mean, after a while, eventually they're gonna start to become like me, I guess, or I become like them, and then whatever is the outcome, that's what our children will do. But most likely, she's already, leaning towards my religion.
Right.
So most likely our kids are gonna go Christian.
Okay.
Hey, Prince.
Are the roles of men and women defined in your family?
Women is like respected.
Like, okay, in your culture, let's say, how do the women roles? How are they perceived? And how are the men's roles perceived?
Men role is they go to work, and then women tend to do housework or stay-home moms.
Would you is that like in your whole culture, or is that only in your family?
I mean, it's also part of the culture, In the Philippines, like, the wives stay home to tend the house, do the daily living. At the same time, they work side jobs, but then the male is out the whole day working on a job, and they come back at night. Same thing again the next day. The man is usually the one that pays the bills and stay home.
Does that apply here in the United States? Because I wouldn't,
Yeah, usually it doesn't apply here because cultural backgrounds are different here.
Right.
Everything tends to be more equal.
Okay.
Both parents work,
Right.
children go to school. In the Philippines, they don't have as much opportunity for kids to go to school because public school, you have to pay for it still. It's not public school here where it's free education. So most of the kids tend to stay home because they don't have any money to pay for school.
Okay.
And that's why school is a big opportunity for them when they go. That's why it's a big thing for them.
Okay. All right. How is physical contact viewed in your culture?
What do you mean by physical contact?
I think I would say like communication style, physical contact, communicating with others, eye contact, gestures, that kind of.
I am not really sure about that.
No? Okay, we'll skip it. Don't worry about it. What is considered most disrespectful in your culture?
Most disrespectful is arrogant people, you know.
Arrogant? Okay.
And there's a lot of
How about
disrespectful
this?
things, like I don't know, asking someone to pay for your tab. That's kind of disrespectful. Talking over someone, you know, conversation, don't say excuse me,
Okay.
or being impolite, that kind of stuff.
How about, does that apply to, let's say, for men and women? Like for a man, how a man in your culture should carry himself. What would be very disrespectful in your culture for men? Something, you know.
I mean, I guess this applies to all cultures, you know. If man hollers at another woman, you know, that's disrespectful right there.
Right.
I mean, if they're married, most of the time that happens.
So,
It's disrespectful for men to cheat on women.
well, not every culture sees it that way.
Really?
There's a lot of different cultures who don't feel this, you know, we all have different views. So screaming at a woman is disrespectful.
Yeah.
Okay. And cheating. You said cheating.
And what also like views on a woman is really non-tolerable in most cultures.
Now on the woman's side, in your culture, how a woman should carry herself, in your culture, what is disrespectful?
Disrespectful is leaving the husband.
Ooh, okay, leaving the husband.
Not asking permission to go somewhere.
What?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, not asking for permission? What?
I mean, because
Now, okay.
like, because for women, they usually ask in the Philippines like, if they could do this, do that, you know, certain things that they should handle that guys do. Because a man should handle his own self and his family. But if something is not fulfilled, that's when the woman will step up and ask for permission to do things.
How about here in American culture?
It's different.
Okay, so let's say
Women do
here.
whatever they want.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this only applies to the Philippines.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen it happen, you know, so many times. And I'm guessing it's kind of like a leash on the woman there. That's why women's rights is kind of because they're not, because the man is still like the head. He's still considered top. They're not equal.
Okay. All right. All right. What is the most held misconception about the people in your culture? What are like some misconceptions?
We eat dogs.
The what?
We eat dogs. Like, that's
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
that's what people think we do. Like,
Oh wow.
oh, they cook dogs, cats, you know.
Dogs and
That's
cats.
not really.
I didn't know that. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, that's like one of the most misconceptional thing about them.
Okay. Have you ever experienced racism, and in what form?
Yes. Well, it's kind of like stereotypical.
Stereotypes.
Yeah, stereotypes.
Like, give me one example.
Alright, well, for most of us, most Filipinos have experience being stereotyped as, Asian people, like Chinese, Japanese, but we don't really prefer it to be like that. It's more of a Pacific Islander style culture we have. We're relaxed, we don't really care what people say, but that's what we've been thought of as because of our food. Yeah, we cook fried rice, but it's not the same as Chinese fried rice.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what people have.
So then, when people see you guys, they think you're Chinese.
Yeah.
Or okay. What do you think can be done against racism and prejudice in your culture? Like,
I mean, you can't really do anything about it. Regardless, people will be stereotypical about the person, and people have different values. Like they can't really. There's really nothing that you can do to stop, like fully stop prejudice, unless you make it illegal to be stereotypical. And I guess that'll be one way.
Okay. Do young people today have a sense of culture?
Young people today, yes, they have a sense of culture. American culture, lifestyle. There's different kind of lifestyles that people apply to themselves. Especially now, travel is less expensive than before, so they can go to another country and experience that culture, and they bring it back home here. As people say, America is a melting pot of all nations. We have different kinds of people here, so there's a lot of culture here. There's Thais, there's Malaysian people, Cambodians, Korean, Africans, you name it.
Okay. What is the best thing about living in the USA?
The best thing living, like, what is the
like
best
for you that your culture in the Philippines and that you're here, you were born and raised here. What is the best thing for you when you compare both? What is the best thing that you see here?
It's not polluted, like the air is not as polluted. Because Philippines, it's a heavy pollution there. They don't measure gas meters.
Oh, okay.
Everything is like black smoke.
Oh, wow.
It's really heavy. When they see smog here, it's light, but compared to the Philippines, it's really heavy.
Okay. What is the best thing that you can think about that you live here in the United States? Like, what's the best thing?
I'm not sure. We got Walmart.
Walmart?
They don't have Walmarts there.
They don't?
No.
Oh,
they have palenques, which is like outside markets.
Oh, markets. Oh, I would like to see one of those.
And it's hot outside, so there's no air conditioning there.
Oh, so it's like open, like an arena. Okay. All right. So it's not like it's like a building, a supermarket of different. No,
Yeah.
it's not a building.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just like there's a cover on top. It's just your position-wise, you rent that place out.
What is the worst thing about living here in the United States?
Well, in here, it's just taxes-wise.
Taxes.
I guess all people could say that taxes are the worst thing. Taxes are so much.
Yeah. Have you ever felt excluded based on your gender or culture?
Not really.
No?
It doesn't really matter as long as you have the personality.
Do you remember excluding others based on their culture or gender?
Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie about it. We've excluded some other people that,
Would you say that you don't find them appealing, or
yeah.
you don't find them appealing?
I mean, it's not just me; it's my decision. It's a good decision to not find a certain person.
Okay.
Maybe he'll not put in work or something.
Okay. Have you had a conflict between your heritage views and views and beliefs against the American views and beliefs? Like,
Yes, I mean, we've had some conflicts with that. How things should be run,
like, could you tell me like what is the big one or the major one that really sticks out?
I can't really talk with one, but I know there's plenty of people talk about conflicts with like traffic-wise. Americans tend to say that they need better. Yeah.
Okay. Would you say it's more like the traditional views or family views?
Yeah, it's just family view-wise.
Roles?
Yeah, the way family should be. It's not the way it should be. It should be together, Philippine culture. But now American culture, it's like they tend to do their own things.
Right. Okay. All right, family. And I think that's all of my questions.
All right, thank you.
This is, if you could just tell the class the location of your restaurant.